ladies and gentlemen, I separate crowdfunding from indie publishing.
Yeah.
They're very different niches.
I agree.
They really, really are. They have different goals. Nothing wrong with any of them, but honestly, there is a huge difference between them. So what, like, well,
I would so the way I look at it is I look at the individual book and what might be the best way to move forward with that book, rather than, because I'm open to everything. So when I wrote my novels, I actually do feel that there's a bigger market for it than I have access to myself. So and especially, you know, I write about India, and now my second book was fusion, so half of it is set in India, half of it is set in London. So I felt like there would be a bigger market for it than I had at the moment, or I have access to at the moment. I wanted to go the traditional route just to see. If it doesn't work out, I'm totally open to indie, but I wanted to go the traditional route first. And so I sent emails out to agents, and I got quite a few positive responses. And then I signed with my agent, and she loved it. She took the first book out. We didn't get the advance we were looking for, so we're going to go out with the second book, possibly this year, actually. Because last year we just put everything on hold. So thank you. So this year we'll go out, and then we'll see. I mean, I feel like it would sell because I feel like there's resonance now in the market for the sort of stuff that I'm doing, kind of international. I don't think there was 10 years ago, but I do feel like there is now. And then if it doesn't, I'm totally open to doing indie. I have like 8 indie books out right now. They're nonfiction. They're 4 writers. I've been playing around with them. I haven't done amazingly well with them because I just put them on Amazon and basically that was it. That was the extent of my marketing, that I'm going to throw them on Amazon and send an email. I'm going to do better than that this time. So I'm actually relaunching them. And that's going to happen this year as well. So I'm playing around with all of it. I don't feel like we need to be, I'm an indie author,
I actually think from a business standpoint, like, okay, so my goals, I'm going indie first for only, but my reason for it is really simple. I feel having a cachet of books behind me also, like, the benefit you have.
You build on that success, don't you? You kind of, yeah.
Well, not only that, so this is how I kind of look at traditional publishing today. I think it's a great thing, but I also kind of feel like unless you are J.K. Rowling, the sales, not necessarily the person, unless you're Stephen King, right?
How do you know you're not Stephen King and J.K. Rowling until you've actually tried?
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. I totally, no. I'm not saying don't try. I'm absolutely saying try. This is how I'm saying this. I assume that when I do get to the traditional stage, and I will get to the traditional stage,
I see.
Right.
Then you have a bunch of stuff to show.
Well, not only do I have a bunch of stuff to show, but I'm also, I see this all like as a platform concept. Traditional publishing is a platform. It's a great platform with great, like, honestly, it could be built in some very neat ways. But chances are, if we're just being like, just this as close to I get as pragmatic about this sort of thing, right? I'm only going to be there for a limited time. That doesn't mean I won't come back at some point, but I feel like there's what they call the new car smell with authors that get into traditional publishing, and then when the smell goes away, right? The publisher, and again, just strictly on a business level, right? My sales may only be so high. And I'm not looking at this I'm looking at this pragmatically. Like, while I'm here, I'm going to try to make the biggest splash I can.
I 100% agree. But it's so funny because I actually think the exact same thing, but my mind flipped to the other side.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's cool.
I thought my thing was, if I'm only going to have a limited shelf life with traditional publishing, then let them give me a platform, let them make me big, and then I'll use that platform with my indie stuff later. Like, if I have to go indie later, then I've already got a platform.
See, and here's where me and you are kind of looking at this, I think, differently. Like, one thing is, when I did my first 2 books this last year, because I did market them a little bit, my backlist, every time when I published my second book, all my sales, I've done some like small process for traditional publishing as well, all my sales went up when I released the book. So here's my plan. It's like, I have 3 series I want to do for indie. I want to get them going. And when I get them going, I have a book that I want to do traditionally. But here's how I look at it. When I get to the traditional release, oh, I want to find this guy. I want to see. They go all the way back to everything else I've done.
It's so interesting because we've actually just come at it from we've got the same principle, and then we're just coming at it from different directions.
Yeah. And I look at it like, ultimately, I'm going to end up back here anyway. So I might as well just go through my learning curve now, right? And so I'm going to go through my learning curve. I'm going to find myself an agent because I'm a badass. I'm going to get published because I'm awesome. And then when it's all said and done, it's like when my time, they might go to me, Josh, we love you, but at this point we need to move on in a different direction. They'll be like, okay, I'm ready for it.
I'm the same, just coming at it from a completely opposite which is that I'll have that shelf life. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then I've built that audience already, and I can then
whereas I'm building my audience at the very at the grassroots level.
I am too, I'm just doing it in a different, I am building my audience as well, like through my nonfiction and through my journalism and all that. But yeah, it's just different. It's interesting.